What's up, YouTube? Gunner 9213 here, and it's officially been 6 months at Legend. As of last week, it was 6 months. Well, let's get into it. Numbers-wise, in 6 months, $50,997. Round up $51,000 in 6 months. That's not bad. On Facebook, their advertising shows 70 to 80, so exceeding the mark. So I've been getting a lot of questions on previous videos that I posted, so I'm gonna try and answer a lot of the questions. Just, if you guys have anything. So Legend is a non-force dispatch. They have different freight lanes, different rates for the different freight lanes. They have local work in certain areas that gets paid hourly, so they're getting cent per mile. They have a lane that goes California to Texas and Oklahoma. I believe that pays 57 or 58 cents a mile. They have a lane that pays 60 cents a mile, which is I-5. The lane I'm on is California, Utah, and that one pays 70 cents a mile. They have 11 Western, which I believe pays 65 cents a mile. They have Arizona to California, which I believe pays about 65. So whatever kind of lane you're looking for, they have something for you. Most of their stuff, you get home every week, out 5-6 days, you get to go home. OTR, I believe it's out like 2 to 3 weeks, you get your days off. As far as home time is concerned, I'm home every week, at least for a 34. It usually winds out where I'm there for like 2 days, just because it's nice to be home for a couple days. My personal DM is, he's not personal, but like my DM specifically, he's real lenient when it comes to needing time off, and when it comes to having a little extra time out of the truck. It's hard to have a family and everything like that, only being home for a 34-hour reset every week. As long as you work your butt off, Legend's really accommodating if you need an extra day or two. Again, I've been here 6 months. I had a week off for a vacation 3 weeks ago. It was unpaid, but still. I had 3 days off. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I had 3 days off this last weekend. That's pretty cool. Usually home Saturday, Sunday, or Sunday, Monday, or some variation of that. Their dispatchers, they're pretty chill. So let's go through the hiring process, right? So, hiring process. You fill out your application. You call a recruiter, talk to the recruiter, fill out the application. Once you fill out your application, you get scheduled for orientation. Orientation is a 2-day orientation. I specifically did mine in Rancho Cucamonga, California. From California, it makes sense. It's 2 days. They put you up in like a La Quinta. It's a really nice hotel, really nice. So put you up there. They give you lunch both days. Day one, all the paperwork, all the bullshit. They'll send you down for a drug test, which is a piss test. And if you need your physical and stuff like that, they send you down there as well to finish out your physical and everything if you need a physical. then you do a road test driving, real easy. They take you around the block, you know. Essentially, how they did with us was there was like 4 of us in the truck. So one person left out the yard, went around. They ended up showing where one of our drop yards is and one of the other places that we go to a lot is. And like on the way around and then back, we just each took, you know, a shift just to make sure that, you know how to drive safely and everything like that. They'll have you do a basic pre-trip, you know. It's not like the DMV where you have to call out everything's not bent, broken, cracked, all that bullshit. Literally just, all right, yeah, I'm looking at the exhaust, it's cool. Looking at the oil, this is how you check the oil. You know, I'm looking for all the fluids, make sure everything's topped off, make sure nothing's really broken or, you know, fucked up underneath the truck. Lights are working, you know, kind of like just make sure everything's connected and everything like that. Real easy. Then they have you go ahead and do a backing test. I don't know how it is now. And I don't know how it is at any of the other, like if it's Phoenix or Yuba is different. But at least in Rancho, it wasn't difficult, but it was just kind of awkward because the Rancho yard's kind of really small and like compact, and there's a lot of stuff in there. So you just got to watch your close quarter stuff. Real easy. If you know the Smith system, you're cool. Get out and look. After that, at least with me specifically, on day 2, I just kind of hung out. I was already finished with everything. I just had to wait for my clearinghouse to come back clear and tractor assignment. They gave me my truck. It's a 2019, 2020 Volvo, something like that. I think it's 2020 Volvo. Had about 320,000 miles on it. It's right now tonight gonna hit 400,000. So 6 months I've been moving, you know. But you know, it works. I've had a couple issues with the Volvo. Nothing major, nothing that I had to get towed or I was out of service or anything like that for an extended period of time. You know, just random shit at the shop, you know, leaky hub seals, having to get stuff, you know, worked on, stuff like that, you know, basic maintenance. Legend's pretty chill about their maintenance. Just take your truck to the shop, anything you need, you know, talk to your DM. They'll get you a load that goes by the shop. You know, just take it in. Hey, this is what's going on. The shop, at least Rancho, which is a shop that I primarily use, they're really good about, all right, cool, get it in. They got like 3 or 4 guys that'll work on your truck, get it taken care of while other guys are working on other trucks, just to, you know, get you back out on the road and get you moving. Yeah, maintenance is pretty chill. Fueling, we fuel at Pilot Flying J. We do not fuel at 19s. Do not fuel there. You will get yelled at. Pilot Flying J only. Eagles Landing's cool because it's branded as Pilot or Flying J or whatever. Broadway J is cool because it's a Flying J, but no 19, even though they own it. But you can fuel up to like 150 gallons a day. If you need more, you shouldn't, but if you need more for whatever reason, I'm sure you just call them. They can authorize it. You can fuel anytime you want. They don't care. They don't harass you about it. Their trucks have inverters. I believe mine's a 2,000 watt inverter. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. They all have fridges, TV mounts. I have a fucking 32-inch TV up there. Ignore the touches on it. Yeah. The equipment's, you know, pretty chill. My Volvo is eventually gonna get retired out. Which, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Volvo, but I like this one because it doesn't have any of the extra bullshit safety features and stuff on it. Company's governed at 72. That's the fleet speed. don't go over it. They will call and have a chat with you. I've received many of those calls because I like to go fast. What can I say? Safety's really cool. Like I said, I chat with them quite a bit about my speed, but again, they've never harassed me about anything. They've never had any issues with me. So, yard move is available. PC is available if you call safety. Company policy is about 25 minutes on PC, if I'm not mistaken. But if you call and need it, they're not really going to harass you too much about it as long as it's for a lawful purpose. My E-Log broke a couple weeks ago. The screen just completely got fucked. I was running paper. It was nice. If you know, you know. They were real chill about, me running paper and just kind of like, hey, so we can't really see how many hours you have because you've been on Driveline for the last 40 hours. So what are your hours looking like? But other than that, it was chill. We do a lot of direct customer. So the load I'm on right now actually goes from Procter & Gamble out in basically Corinne, Utah, to the Walmart out in Reno. A lot of our stuff is direct customer. Not always DC to DC, but warehouse to DC, or whatever. We do have dedicated accounts for like Home Depot where we pick from the DC, go to the stores, stuff like that. We do have Targets, basically all the big players. We have at least a little finger in the pie. Trailers usually are really good. There's been a few that I've had a couple issues with, but for the most part, most of their equipment's relatively new and pretty decent to use. They have a lot of 14-foot trailers. Not all, but there's quite a bit out there that I've never pulled a 14-foot trailer before I came here. Again, they're pretty chill. Let's see. Non-force dispatch. Dispatchers are cool with you if you need to take a little extra time, whatever. If you need to take vacation or whatever. Yeah, cent per mile is pretty good. My mileage on average is about 27 on the low side if I'm not, I'm not really pushing or if I'm not really fighting for miles. Don't get me wrong, they keep me running, but there's times where there's layovers and stuff that I try to, hey, I'm in Salt Lake City, let me drop this load so I can keep moving, type thing. If they have a driver in the area, cool. If not, you get stuck with it. But low side is like, say, 27, 28. High side's about 33, 34, which, again, being home every week, not being full-blown OTR, it's not bad. Being on my California to Utah run, obviously Nevada's in there. I do go to NorCal a lot. I've been up to Washington, Oregon, Wyoming, Nebraska, Denver. I've been out to Texas and, all the states along the way, Arizona, New Mexico, and all that stuff. This ain't your mom and pop's mega carrier, that's for sure. You are treated as a professional driver, which is kind of nice, So, yeah. If you guys have any questions or any concerns or anything like that, drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching.